Hey guys, my name is Yahya. This is a paid VSL outline. If you don't know, VSL is a video sales letter that's on your About page on Skool or landing page or whatever you use. And just as a disclaimer, this is a paid community VSL. If you have a free Skool community, your best bet for making a VSL, I think, would just be to make a small 10, 15 second, maybe even a minute long video of you just saying, hey, welcome to my community. If you're in my target audience, whatever that may be for you, you're in the right place. Click the join button. I'll see you inside. Maybe a little bit about what the community includes, things like that. Now onto the outline, which you can see in front of you. You can take a picture, whatever. I don't really care. This is your paid VSL outline. Now, as you notice, there are 3 stories that are in boxes, and then your hook and your CTA are on opposite ends, not in boxes. They're very important for your VSL, but they're not what I want you to focus on when you're first writing your VSL. When you're making that outline, I want you to focus on these 3 stories. Your story, your past clients' stories, and your audience's future story if they join. So essentially, your hook and your CTA are something that you want to worry about afterwards because they can be somewhat complicated. Not necessarily complicated, but you can get stuck on them really easily, especially the hook, because you want to get the hook exactly right. And if it's the first thing that you write, you might not get to the rest of these things. You might get stuck here and then get discouraged and give up. Anyway, to the outline, your story, also known as your epiphany bridge. This is the story of how you went from rock bottom to where you are at now. And you want to use that story to then tie parallels to their story, which you'll get to. Essentially, you want to say, if I was starting a business, for example, I was broke, right? When I first started my business, I didn't know what I was doing. Then someone came into my life and gave me this method on how to start my own business, and now I want to show you how to do that. You get what I'm saying? So that epiphany is that someone or something that came into my life and helped me out. So now I want to be that person that comes into your life and helps you out. So then you want to go into social proof. You want to back up your claim that this will help them out. And how do you do that? Well, you point to people that you've worked with in the past. If you haven't worked with anyone, I would highly recommend you start working for people for free. Just offer free value, see what you can do for people completely for free in exchange for a testimonial or a case study, but I won't get into that because we're talking about the VSL. Let's assume you already have that. You just want to insert that in there. So I started my own business. I know what I'm doing, and I can help you start your own business. How do I know that? Why am I confident in that? Because I've helped Ashley, because I've helped Jared, because I've helped Shaniqua. I don't know. And then you want to go into the vision. You want to really hammer in what the future holds for your leads, for your audience that's watching the VSL. And as you notice, I don't know what is going on up here. I've noticed that it keeps flashing in and out. As you'll notice, they tie back into each other, and they just keep going like that in a loop. So basically, you want to talk about the vision, the roadmap, as Alex Hormozi calls it, the vision of your audience, and then you want to back it up with proof. And then you want to go back into the vision for the audience, back into the proof. And you just want to keep going like that so that you can make a claim and then answer questions, handle objections, things like that. Make sure you are tackling your audience's biggest fears with this product. Maybe they're scared that this is a waste of time, a waste of money. Well, it's not, because I've helped people in the past. I can get you to $1 million because I've helped people in the past. You don't want to exaggerate it to $1 million, but you get the point. You get what I'm saying? I think you do. So then you'll go into your CTA. Now the CTA is a little bit more simple than the hook. So CTA is usually just sign up now, I'll see you inside, right? And then the hook is the last thing that I work on. So the hook is what I would say is where that biggest pain point lies. So when you start your VSL, you want to say, you want to ask, are you struggling with this? is this where you're at right now? You want your audience to watch your VSL and think, man, this guy's reading my mind. That's the feeling that you want to convey. You just want to get straight to the point and say, or ask, are you struggling with this? Have you been struggling with weight loss for years, wasting time and money on surgical procedures and medications? Do you want to lose weight the right way, the healthy way? Now, you don't want to keep going on and on like that, but you want to call out that pain point and you want to twist the knife. You want to make it as painful as possible for your audience so they're like, damn, this guy, he knows what I'm going through. He or she or they know what I'm going through. They can read my mind. They have clearly been in my position, but let me hear their story. And then you go into the story of your story, how you went through that, why you know those exact pain points that you talked about. And if you don't know those pain points, even if you've gone through that, think about the last person you've worked with. Ask them what their pain points were. Ask them where they started off. Ask yourself where you started off. How did it feel? Maybe you have a journal somewhere where you talked about it. But you want to make sure that it's as visual as possible. And then you got your killer VSL right then and there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't script this, as you could tell. I just wanted to make this video and help you guys out. And I hope it did. So, peace.